G'day guys, Ben from Aussie here to bring you another video. This one is going to be doing a look at basic safety gear for kayak fishing. Kayak fishing is an inherently dangerous activity and you need to understand the power of water and tides and your limitations when it comes to fishing, which in itself can be a dangerous activity. So having some safety gear with us is kind of like a pretty obvious thing. Let's start with some of the very basics. Kayak colour. I think it's of paramount importance that you can be seen whilst on the water, and that way boats that are and other water users such as jet skis and other people can simply see you. I think it's a little bit interesting that some people choose to use camouflage kayaks or blue kayaks, which basically disappear from view at a very close range, and I'm not really sure why people would want to go that way, but that's okay, that's their choice. So personally with myself, I like to have a nice orange kayak, and that way people pretty much can't have an excuse for not seeing me. So being seen on the water is really important. With that, I also add some reflective tape around all sorts of things on my kayak and my helmet and stuff, and that way, because I tend to fish a lot during low light, I fish early in the morning or late in the evening sometimes, people can see me when the light and the visibility is being reduced. The next thing, obviously, is a life jacket. So I've done a review on this particular life jacket in one of my earlier videos, and this is the Ultra Trek PFD. I think it's a fantastic life jacket. It works really well for me, and I carry most of my safety gear on this life jacket itself. So I have a whistle for attracting attention if I need it, a torch again for low light, a strobe which can be seen from at least 2 kilometres away. This is a Guardian strobe, it costs $20 or something, not much. I have a Unit Atlantis VHF marine radio that goes into a purpose designed pocket here. And as I say, this is what I believe personally are essential items. Maybe the radio is more of an optional one. The life jacket is mandatory in New South Wales by law, and you'll find that other states and territories will follow that. So there's other pockets on this that suit different pieces of safety gear. You might want to attach a knife onto this as well, which I think is a really good idea. I carry a little bit of food, some sunscreen, that kind of stuff in there, as well as some light sticks, that kind of stuff. Okay, that's the majority of it for here, for the life jacket. In addition to that, we also need to secure any tackle and things to the kayak that might get lost. A helmet is another one, which I believe is a mandatory item. And certainly I use a helmet every single time at night in shallow water, particularly over things like reef, when I'm doing a launch or a bar crossing. And those are the main ones. Obviously going back into the beach as well. Simply because the life jacket is going to help protect your spine, and this will help protect your head. It makes a bit of a no-brainer to me. And as I said, I've got some reflective tape on here with a head torch. This is a Princeton Tech Remix Pro MPLS, and I've got a contour camera on the side as well. Beyond that, in terms of being visible, going back to being visible, I believe a safety flag is a useful item to have. This one just locates straight into a Railblazer starport, and there we go, that's locked in. And on top of that, this is a Railblazer nav light. As you can see, the pole extends out to, I think it's 1.6 metres, thereabouts. And again, that just goes on the other side. And there you go. super simple. Again, the nav light itself can be seen from a long, long way away, roughly 1 to 2 kilometres, and that's perfect for me. There have been some state regulations that have come out recently reference kayaking and lights, and because a lot of people keep their lights fairly low to the water, when there's a little bit of chop on the water, your kayak can quite easily disappear behind a wave, and the light is no longer visible. Therefore, what was the point in having it in the first place? And if you have this light that people can see intermittently, it tends to attract their attention, and they tend to go towards it, and that can just be counterproductive. So having a light which is well and truly lifted off the kayak, it's off the surface of the water, people are going to see it, that's the way to go. And I think those are the main things in terms of kayaking safety, which I think you should consider. The last one is a personal location beacon. This is an ACR rescue link. I'll be doing another video on this particular item. And this is really simple to use. It's a personal location beacon. So it's not like an EPIRB, because an EPIRB is actually attached to the vessel itself. And this is small enough, obviously, to go into your life jacket and stay with you. And the advantage of that is that if I get separated from the kayak, which is probably going to happen in the event I get rolled or whatever, then the Coast Guard can find me, as opposed to just being able to find the kayak and then think, okay, well, given the current and given the waves and that kind of thing, then the person could quite easily separate from their kayak and be quite some distance away. And trying to find a person when there's a 6 foot, 8 foot swell, it's very, very difficult, even for helicopters and that kind of thing, despite the technology of the day. So guys, here are some different things you can consider. I think some are definitely a must, like the life jacket and some simple lights and the helmet and so on. Beyond that, it's really up to you. Well, thanks for watching. I'm going to be building my YouTube channel with an average of 2 videos per week, eventually covering all sorts of topics on kayak fishing, from reviews of gear, reviews of kayaks, location reports, even hook and cook type ideas for you. I'm looking forward to any comments or suggestions you might have. Please leave a comment below, or you can message me directly through YouTube. If you liked the video, please like it. Please feel free to share this video on other social media such as Facebook or Twitter. And don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching. Until next time, tight lines and stay safe.